Hey, what's up guys, this is Prapreet, and in this whole December series I'm going over kind of everything in my backpack. I'm showing you guys why it's in my backpack and going over every single product, reviewing it for you guys, and kind of just making content over in this whole December month because I have all this gear and I wanted to kind of just shed upon some light on how good these items actually are. And in today's video I have 55mm 1.8. This is from Sony Zeiss, so for sure this is one of my favorite lenses. And the first main reason why I really like this lens is that it's light, and I mean it's tiny. Look at this lens, it's basically smaller than my palm. It weighs almost nothing, so this can basically go on gimbals and your other cameras, and you can basically travel with this thing really lightly. It's a 55 1.8, so it gives really sharp pictures at low apertures, and low light is really well. So you can use this for portraits and other stuff as well. So 55 1.8, I really recommend this lens. Another good thing about this lens is the colors and contrast on this lens are absolutely incredible. I've never been able to match the colors of this lens with almost anything else that I used. Even my 35mm 1.4 or 85 1.4, those are good lenses as well, but this is one of my favorite lenses because a 55 1.8, this kind of just gives me really nice shots. So even if I put the hood on top of this, as you can see here, it's still a very tiny lens, and then this basically would go on top of your camera. You can put it on a gimbal, and I've actually used it on gimbal for multiple shoots where I'm just rocking the 55 on my Sony A7 Mark III on a Xeon Crane 2 or something like that, and it's been able to handle it all throughout. There's no extra load. Usually what happens with prime lenses is that because they're a bit heavy, they would be creating a lot of tension on the gimbal itself, so the gimbal batteries would run out, or you wouldn't be able to balance the gimbal properly, etc. So this basically takes care of that. It sits on your camera and on the gimbal, and you can do that all day. And also if you're using a gimbal for wedding, you can basically use this lens all day, and you don't need to actually get like a wide shot and then cinematic shots or like low aperture shots. You can do all those things with this one lens because now you have 55 1.8. You can go a little bit back to get those wider shots. But another good thing on this is the focus is really nice because it's a Sony Zeiss native lens, so everything on Sony A7 Mark III or something like that, focus is almost on point always, so you don't actually have to worry about focus or colors or contrast. This kind of gives you best of both worlds. And yeah, so this will be it for today's videos. I know it's a short one, but it basically goes to 1.8. There's no switches on it or anything like that, so that's kind of bad. But again, this is a very light lens, and the filter size on this is 49mm, which is kind of very small. You'd have to find a ND filter for this that's alone, unless you get step up rings, which basically you can buy let's say 82mm or a 65mm filter for your kit, and then you can basically have step up rings, and then you would basically connect them and get the same purpose out of this as well. So to wrap this video up, I'm just going to be really quickly summarizing the whole topic. First thing that I really like about it is that it's tiny. Second thing, color, contrast, amazing. Third, focus is on spot almost all the times, and I'll have random pictures all throughout this video so you can check them out how good of a lens this is. It does cost around $700 to $800, but trust me on this, you will never regret buying this lens because it's always been in my kit. It's super lightweight. I can't even tell that it's in my kit, and putting it on a backpack or anything like that, it's simple. On comparison to, let's say, a 24 to 70 that I made a video on yesterday, check it out and look at the difference. It's comparably very tiny. Also weight wise, it's very lightweight, and then they can basically sit in your kit. You won't even notice that it's there. So that'll be it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, please make sure to hit that like button. If you have any comments about this lens, let me know, because I'm kind of curious about what you guys think about tech that you can buy and basically use on a daily basis. So yeah, that'll be all. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe, and that'll be all for today's video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.